Who records if it is the first one? Are they computer-generated images? Why does it cost $2.6 billion? How does it last 10 years on battery? How do you communicate at 102 million kilometers? How does the robot withstand negative 129 degrees? But then they can't fly over Antarctica. Flat Earth.
Did you know that the US government tried to blow up the firmament in 1962? That's right, it was called Operation Fishbowl. It's a declassified document explaining how the military was sending a bunch of TNT into the upper atmosphere with rockets. And of course, these rockets loaded with TNT trying to pass through the ionosphere kept detonating because the ionosphere is so electromagnetically charged. Well, they did manage to get some of them high enough, close enough to the firmament. The biggest one was called Starfish Prime, but when it detonated, it actually knocked out streetlights and tripped alarms 900 miles away in Hawaii. Because of this blast, it essentially affected the electromagnetic field, especially it being in the ionosphere. Yeah, they claim that these were nuclear weapons, but we all know nukes are fake. They were rockets with TNT, and they love shooting rockets into the firmament.
It's good. Hey, sorry about you guys. Have you guys ever researched flat Earth? Have you heard about it? Flat Earth?
No.
Well, have you?
No.
You?
I mean, yeah, I know the Earth is round, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but the Earth is actually a flat. You know?
Let me stop you right there, bro. Nonsense.
Can you tell me why it's nonsense?
Yes, because there are satellite images of
Oh, really? Have you seen any of these satellite images? Have you? But I'm saying, have you seen where? From the NASA spaceships? Oh, like the same pictures that show like.
Show me a picture
the,
of flat Earth.
Dude, use your. Have you? Do you know that?
You know what's crazy though?
What?
If you ask for Jake in there, he believes the same thing.
The Earth is flat?
No.
What?
Or, no, he believes in NASA.
Do you know NASA lied about landing on the moon? You guys have never looked into it? Do you know no matter how high you get on, do you know no matter how high you get on a mountain or no matter what, the horizon stays flat? Have you ever noticed that? How you have? How is that possible if it curves?
I don't think the naked eye can see far enough to see the curve.
I'm not trying to like fight with you or anything. I'm just, yeah. But how is that possible? When you're in an airplane and you see a flat, when you see flat.
I usually see clouds in an
Cla-
airplane.
Oh, all right. Well, are you guys into hip hop music?
No, not really.
Not really? Cool. I'm a hip hop artist. I have music playing all over the world. Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, everywhere you go. My most recent single is playing, like I said, all over the world. It's called Earth is Flat, NASA Lies. Do you guys believe in, like, God? Like a higher power?
I think that those are two separate things. I don't think that those really go together.
No, really? Because do you believe, like, the Bible God you believe in?
I mean, I definitely believe that the Earth is round.
But I'm saying you believe in the Bible, right? Like the God Bible?
I'm just saying the Bible just doesn't have anything.
Oh, really? Because there's 240 verses in the Bible that claim that we live on a motion, on the Bible. King James Version will say, okay? There's 240 verses that state that we live on a motionless earth and a flat.
When was the Bible
flat.
written? What are you trying to get across?
That the earth is flat and you should look into it, that we're being deceived by the government, by Satan. On nothing, obviously. You're just sitting there shrugging your shoulders like it doesn't matter, right? No, but you can talk about and help people understand that the Most High is real. Do you know what NASA is doing for real, though? It's taking away how important you are, dude.
Are you gonna show up to Area 51? 'Cause
No, I'm definitely not doing any of that. There's
Come on, man, you're already
never doing that. Hey, look into that, especially on the first page of the Bible. Genesis 1:6 talks about how the Most High created the firmament. You know what the firmament is? Divider between heavens. The water as above, as below. Look into it. Much love. I appreciate you guys for your time.
So in the coming weeks, I'm going to show you all exactly where my certainty comes from about the shape of the earth. I'm going to show you how the sun, the moon and the constellations all work together in a perfect harmonic 360 degrees system based on observation and evidence, and it'll leave you in no doubt whatsoever that we do not live on a spinning ball in space. But whilst I'm getting over that ready, I think that we should have a few reminders about what we've actually been told to believe, what we were taught, right? So firstly, let's remind ourselves what actually is a solar year according to science. A solar year, according to science, is the time that it takes the Earth to orbit the Sun once. This is measured from one spring equinox to the next spring equinox, which they say is 365.2422 days. And at the same time, we're told that Earth is also spinning once per day, which means it's doing 365 full spins during its so-called orbit, and that's where we get our years from. So in their story, a year is one orbit of Earth around the Sun, whilst the Earth is also spinning once daily, but somehow it still resets on exactly the same day, the spring equinox, every single year, despite the claimed elliptical path and variable speed. This reset day for our solar year being the spring equinox is quite interesting, because why do we celebrate New Year in January if the solar year starts at the equinox? But that's a conversation for another time. Right now, I want to talk about the sun's movement, or lack of movement, if what we're taught is correct. So according to the official story, the sun isn't actually moving at all. Not up, not down, not left, not right. What I perceive to be movement of the sun is actually us on Earth that's moving. Which is kind of incredible when you think about it, because I can physically watch the sun coming into my view on a daily basis every single morning, and then I can see it at its nearest point to me at noon, and then I can see it moving away from me to a point where I can no longer see it at sunset. Yeah, it's actually my garden that's moving, it's not the sun. And also, when I'm in my garden in winter, it's blatantly obvious to me that the sun never rises above my trees, but in summer it soars way above them. But I must remind myself that that is just a visual illusion caused by our tilted spinning ball wobbling through space. My eyes are playing tricks on me, because the sun hasn't physically moved at all. It's my garden that's moved, and the sun only appears to move. Of course it's my eyes. Why would anyone ever question that the sun only appears to move? What's moving is you and your house and your garden and everything else around you on this spinning ball. The sun does not move. Repeat after me. Believe what you're told, not what you see. Believe what you're told, not what you see. Believe what you're told, not what you see. Goodbye.
Guys, everything they taught you in school is a lie. Every bit of it. It's all pseudoscience. The world doesn't spin on its axis at 1,000 miles an hour. We used to have 13-month calendar with 28 days apiece in each month. Moon. It comes from the moon, guys. A woman also has a 28-day cycle. They took us away from nature, guys. That's why it matters. They've lied to us. A turtle has 13 large notches, which is for 13 months, and then 28 days on the outer. The smaller outer pieces of the shell have 28 little shell pieces. The turtle should be protected at all costs. It matches our natural cycle, guys. 13 months and 28 days in each month. The New Year starts in April when everything comes back alive and blooms. Why would the New Year start when everything's dead and it's cold? The New Year's is in April, guys. They've lied to us about everything. That's why it matters where we live. They've lied. They lied about our past, and they know about the future that's coming. They've lied about everything, guys.
Well, now we all know that everything they taught us in school was a lie. The Gleason map was patented in 1892.
What if I told you that the Flat Earth map, the Gleason map, is the same map that our global leaders
the fearless leaders at the United Nations uses. This is their map. This is the UN map. This is real footage from down in Antarctica, okay? The ice surrounds us all, okay? But where do you think alien comes from? A-lie-in. Alien. After the moon landing, they started pushing out all this propaganda that there's aliens, because if there's aliens in outer space, you know, it all makes sense. Oh, there's additional people out there. No. We can't leave the firmament, and aliens are fake. It's all propaganda, guys. All the propaganda in the movies, all this alien stuff is all a lie. Alien. A-lie-in.
So I finally got it framed. The Tentrio Navum Terrarum de Frito. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but it's okay. The Rupus Nigris, or the black rock at the center. Of course, the four rivers separate the world or the realm.
One of the other lands in our realm that is heavily restrictive on our travel and exploration. They tell us there's nothing in the North Pole, just ice sheets. But looking back at hundreds of old world maps depicting something much different than we've been told, all showing the same 4 islands with a mysterious black rock mountain in the middle, said to be a magnetic mountain. And not only are they depicting the same land, but they say they were inhabited. Just look at some of the descriptions, even a Tartarian village. The famous cartographer Mercator in 1577 wrote a letter to a friend in England describing the north as this: in the midst of the 4 countries is a whirlpool, into which there empties these 4 indrawing seas, which divide the north, and the water rushes round and descends into the earth, just as if one were pouring it through a filter funnel. It is 4 degrees wide on every side of the pole, that is to say 8 degrees altogether, except that right under the pole there lies a bare rock in the midst of the sea. And it was far from just one cartographer. Chinese, Japanese, the world over were showing us the same. These cartographers at the time, jobs and reputations depended on their accuracy. They weren't just going to repeat something unverified for centuries. There has been many detailed lands in this realm that have been erased, not just the North Pole, but places like Friesland. But what do you think, signs of a reset, or cartographers copying each other? Question everything, friends. Until next time.
flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni, and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Eddie Alenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.